Good morning. Well, like so many of you, I have done quite a few extra projects around the house, cleaned out closets and done all sorts of things. And the other day I attacked the spice cabinet. Oh my spice cabinet had spilled over to the cabinets on both sides. And so I not only had one spice cabinet, I had three spice cabinets that I felt like I had to empty out and clean out and organize. And I was shocked. It was kind of like a matching game after I pulled everything out and lined everything up on the counter to try and figure out which spices I had duplicates of. And I have to admit, there was one thing, chili powder. I had four chili powders. I don't even really like chili, yet I had four chili powders. And so I combined spices and I tossed out the things that were old and expired and had too many years. Spices don't go bad, they just lose their flavor. And so especially herbs and things, they just aren't as potent. They're not as flavorful. And so after a couple of years, you've got to just sort of refresh those. But there is also salt. And of course I had a couple of different kinds of salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, I think, and things like that. But salt is different than everything else in the spice cabinet. Salt doesn't lose its flavor. It doesn't lose its saltiness. It can sit in the cabinet for years and it is still salt. Now, some things can happen to salt to cause it to lose its flavor if it's dissolved in water, and probably a variety of other chemical processes can cause salt to lose its saltiness. But salt just sitting in the cabinet won't lose its saltiness. Well, Jesus tells us in Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, that we are the salt of the earth. That's what he's called us as believers in Christ. We are the salt of the earth. Well, when you think about salt, gosh, it's so important. Really, we have to have it in our bodies. We can't have too much of it, but we certainly have to have it in our bodies. And it flavors food, it preserves food, even. It's essential to life. And that's what Jesus relates us to, is salt. And that we are to be the salt of the earth, to enhance life, to live as Christians, to have an impact on those who are around us. He goes on to say that if salt loses its saltiness, what good is it? We are not to be watered down Christians. We are not to lose our saltiness. We are to remain salty and have an effect on the world around us, a positive effect on the world around us because of the way we are living our lives. Isn't that great news for us today, that we get to be the salt of the earth? And so I hope that today you'll go out there and you'll make a difference and you will live as salt of the earth. Have a great day.